Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've already started to film this video once and decided that I was a hot mess because my ADD got to me a little bit and I could not stay on one topic for the life of me and it was just all over the place, so I'm going to try again. In this video, it's just going to be a chill, get ready with me, but I'm also going to be telling you a little bit more about myself in this video as well, so you can get to know me a little bit better, and yeah, so let's just get started. I have already done my eyebrows and primed my eyes for eyeshadow, and I did try out the eyebrow pencil you saw me buy in my last video. It's the NYX micro brow pencil and I got it in the shade taupe and I really like it. It did a really good job on my eyebrows. And then I used my Shape Tape to prime my lids. And I'm going to start this look today using the Sienna's palette from Profusion. And I have a lot of stuff I want to try out. So these will probably just be like my transition shades, and then I have lots of sparkly things to try on. So I'm excited about that. Just a little bit about me. Obviously, my name's Andra. I live in a small town in Connecticut with my fiance. You guys hear me refer to him as my husband, but he is technically my fiance, but we've just been together for almost 11 years, and we refer to each other as husband and wife, but we are technically just engaged. We are not married. And we have 2 kids. Cassidy is almost 9, and Zachary is almost 3. I'm 26. Until I was about 11 or 12, I lived in Maine. I grew up there. My parents divorced when I was 8, so it was kind of back and forth between the two of them. And then when I was 12, my mom actually decided she wanted to move to Las Vegas. And once we moved to Vegas, I was homeschooled. So I was homeschooled all the way 7th grade, all the way through high school. And yeah, I met Brian when I was 16 and he was 21 at the time. So my mom obviously didn't love that. And then I ended up moving in with Brian and my mom moved back to Connecticut. Then when I was 17, I got pregnant with Cassidy. Then once I got pregnant, I ended up calling my mom and I told her, I'm pregnant, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I wanted to let you know you're going to be a grandma, you know, all that good stuff. And she was very supportive. She said, you know, let's put the past behind us. Let's, you know, I want to be involved in Cassidy's life. Why don't you move to Connecticut and I can help you guys out? So we did. We ended up packing up and moving to Connecticut I have a lot of family here, and my dad was only a 5-hour drive away. He was living in Maine still. And at that point I was like, okay, yeah, I want to be closer to all my family. Obviously it was a struggle having Cassidy at such a young age. It was really exciting for me just because I have always known that I wanted kids. It was, okay, this is happening. What's our next step? So Brian came to Connecticut, got a job. Yeah, so she was born on Valentine's Day, 2 months after I turned 18. And Brian really got lucky with that one because he doesn't have to celebrate Valentine's Day anymore. So when I was 19, I started working at a daycare because that is, you know, a job that I could have where I could bring Cassidy with me and I could get a discount on daycare for her from being an employee there. So I started working there part-time, and then I started going to school for early childhood education because I was really enjoying working with kids. Yeah, it's disappearing. We're gonna go a different route here. Don't you just hate when you start your makeup thinking it's gonna go one way and it goes a completely different direction? Oh, but I also have this NYX Glitter Goals liquid eyeshadow, and that looks super pretty. That's another thing I got on my last video, so I might just try to put some of this on my lids and see how that looks. Worked my way up pretty fast in the daycare and first became the lead teacher of like the school age kids. So those are like before and after school. And then I was teaching the summer camp. And then I ended up being the lead teacher of the preschool room, and I was a co-lead with another teacher there. And then our director left and I was promoted to director, so I was the director or manager of that daycare, which was like so amazing to me because I was probably 23 when I became director, and I was so excited that, you know, I was 23 and I had already gone to the top, you know, in the place that I worked. I was pumped. I was so excited. I worked there for a while, but then the owner ended up selling the daycare, and then the new owner wanted to be director herself, so I kind of got demoted, and then, you know, some things happened and I had to leave. And I have been a stay-at-home mom ever since then. This shade Dynamite, and I'm gonna put that on the center of my lid. Well, it kind of made its way all over my lid, but it looks pretty. Sorry, I'm just like trying out everything. I just want to see how everything works. I need to. I just can't let it sit here and not try it out. Oh my god, I'm so sparkly and I love it. You know what? I'm also gonna take the shade Illusion in the corner and put that in my inner corner just to, you know, spark it up even more. Oh my. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, yes. So I left the daycare. I've been a stay-at-home mom ever since I left the daycare, and it's been fine. I kind of, you know, get myself in a funk sometimes. I'm the messiest eyeshadow applier, okay? It'll look nice and together when this is all done. I'm not trying out a new foundation, so I'm just gonna throw my foundation on really quickly, and then we'll get back to this. Tarte Shape Tape just for the very inner corners, and then Maybelline Fit Me on the rest of my face. So I think I was saying that it's been fine staying home with Zachary. It's been okay. It's just I always get that feeling of, you know, I'm missing out on something. And I got to the point where I got very like depressed and very, you know, lazy. And then I just didn't want to do anything. I was just not answering my phone, wasn't answering anything, and I was just laying around my house, not wanting to do anything, just, you know, upset with life in general. Our family was also going through a lot at the time. My stepdad passed away from cancer, which we knew was coming, but that was still, you know, really hard on all of us. And then last year, I'm not going to go into detail because I still am having a hard time talking about it. Haven't said it on my channel before, but last year my biological father passed away suddenly, and that kind of just turned my world upside down for a while. I was not expecting that. That was just over a year ago, and it's been hard. It's a lot to deal with, especially when you don't know how to deal with those type of emotions, because I just kind of put it in the back of my mind, and when something pops up that reminds me of him, I just push it away and cry about it for a minute, and then I'm good. And I know that's not the way that it should be handled, and I am in the process of getting myself into some therapy, just to kind of work through a bunch of stuff. And not just that, I have, you know, really bad anxiety and depression. And one reason I wanted to talk about this stuff is because I wanted to say YouTube has really helped me, you know, kind of come out of the depression a little bit. I'm feeling like me a little bit again because I have this outlet to come and do my makeup. I mean, sitting at home all the time for 2 years, I don't have any reason to put on makeup, and I love to do makeup. It's so much better to do it on camera and to actually have a reason to do this, and that has made me personally come so far through this. When I was at Walmart, I saw this hard candy highlight and contour stick, and I've never done a cream contour before, so I figured I'd give it a try. It looks like mud on my face. Oh no, this was a mistake. And I started my channel about 6 months ago, and I started with just doing vlogs that I didn't do makeup because I'm that person that just always thinks I'm not good enough. Nobody's gonna watch me. Why would anybody watch me? And finally, about 2 months ago, I made my first makeup video. I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Who cares if nobody watches you? If this is what you want to do, then just do it. These are the videos that I have the most fun making. I wake up every morning like, okay, what video am I gonna film today? And I'm excited about it and I want to do it, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna grab my Fit Me powder and set my whole face. Good. So 2 months ago was my first makeup video, and it was a get ready with me, and it was a giant fail. And then since then I've just been doing more and more, and I kind of have just changed my channel over to just beauty stuff because that's really what I enjoy and why do things that I'm like, about. Like, I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like I'm excited every single day to do what I'm doing, and that's how I feel. So here I am. I have 2 different blush palettes to try. I'm not sure which one I want to use today. So there's this one from Smashbox. I have an ABH one too that is here. I think I'm going to use the Smashbox one. I kind of like this shade over here in the corner. Of course, I'm going to do blush because I totally skipped bronzer. Okay. If anybody is wondering, you know, anything, like, don't be afraid to ask. I will talk about stuff. I just don't want to go into so much detail and, like, bore everybody with my life. But, like, if you want to know, I will totally talk. Now I'm going to bronze and blend in my blush. Right now I'm just going to grab this little e.l.f. contouring kit and use this shade here and contour my face a little bit. Contour my nose. It always makes the tip of my nose look bigger. I don't get it. I got the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting palette and I got it for like 15 bucks. I'm going to use this shade in the corner, which is Blossom Glow. Pop a little bit on my brow bone and my finger. Whoa. I think I'm a little more shiny than I meant to be, but gotta try the highlighter, right? Alright, I am just gonna do eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna take that first transition shade, taking a smaller brush and using the shade Cozy again, just the dark brown. I'm gonna grab that light sparkly shade that I put on my inner corner and I'm gonna put that on the bottom and into the corner as well. Oh my. Oh my god, wait. I am gonna like this Profusion palette. That is way over the top, but I like it. Try to explain what I'm gonna do for mascara. While we were shopping, as you saw in my last video, my mom was like, does it really matter? Do they really do different things? And at first I laughed because I thought she was joking, but she does not know that there are different mascaras that can do different things for you. So we got this little set. It's like a little Maybelline. It comes with 4 different mascaras. The Great Lash, the Colossal Volume Express, the Total Temptation, and the Lash Sensational. So I'm going to try this one on this eye and this one on this eye, and we're going to see what the difference is. Yeah, it's not very volumizing, but it's definitely lengthening them. Alright, so that is one coat of the Lash Sensational mascara, and I don't hate it. Now let's try the Total Temptation on the other eye. Alright, so this seems to be sort of clumping them together. So this is probably more for volume, and this one's probably more for length. I'm going to do the lower lash line, and then I'm going to apply some of this on here and see if we can add some volume. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm not a big fan of this Total Temptation one. I'm going to try to respread out these lashes with the Lash Sensational and then put a coat of that on the side too. Alright, well this is probably about as good as my lashes are going to get today. I would probably use Lash Sensational on its own on like a light makeup day just to give them a little bit more length and a little bit of color, and I think that would be really good. So I am going to hold on to this for that reason. I would like to use a lip liner, but I don't have one that's anywhere close to this color. I don't usually use dark lip colors either. I'm struggling. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to get a freaking lipstick on my lips, but I'm going to set my face real quick, and this will be the finished look. I think a lot of people are going to tell me I'm 26 and I shouldn't be sparkling, or I'm a mom and I shouldn't be wearing this, but you know what? I like to sparkle. I like color. I like it all. And if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do, and I hope you guys are the same way about your makeup. Do what you like for you. That's just how I've been feeling lately. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.